Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at LPAT. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and are likely to do in the coming week. Let's begin our analysis with Nifty. So, uptrending on the monthly chart, new highs every month created, if you see here. And this today we hit a high of nearly 25,000, like 25 paise short of 25,000. So that was more like a psychological number which everybody probably was waiting for. And we retraced back from that. The trend is still intact and up. If the demand zone as of now on the monthly chart is at around 22 100 areas. That's a monthly demand zone. There is no demand here, whatever, but there'll be definitely something on smaller time frames. Very overextended. Longs may not be, swing longs may not be a really good idea unless and until we pull back to a good area of demand zone on the monthly or the weekly. Coming to the weekly chart, that's the area on the weekly demand zone, weekly chart, the demand zone on the weekly chart, which starts at around 23,650, meaningful demand, and plus maybe somewhere here on the smaller time frame, but on the daily chart. But again, we are pretty much overextended. There is no supply on the weekly swing positions, only around 24,000 or 23,600 areas. Shorts will be on confirmation. Today we opened up, printed a new high and got sold off. On the daily chart, after that move down, which was quite a good distance from 24,860 all the way to 24,60, so nearly 800 odd points. We had a very strong rally for the last 2 days, and today again the momentum continued, but we saw selling pressure coming in. On the daily, the demand still remains here. That's the main demand from where we are seeing bounces. So if price starts coming down and turning, so maybe 24,400 would be your first area where it will probably take a pause or continue at the most to 24,200. So pretty good distance for a short trade if we get some confirmation. For long trade, there is no supply as such on the daily. It could still go up to 25,200 or 25,500. We don't know. But looking at today's candle, we need probably it will be wise to wait to take a trade on the index uh, till we get some kind of confirmation. If you open gap down below this, then that could be the start of a good confirmation and wait for prices to move down before you can get into any kind of short trade. But overextended, avoid swing longs. You can do short-term longs like an intraday long. That's not a problem at the demand zones, but no swing longs. On the 75-minute chart, again, there is no supply. So if you see around 25,000, it was not able to go. And suddenly we saw this sell off. Once we start going below this, probably that's the area of demand zone where price is likely to make a move to. That's about 24,500, we will say. Maybe somewhere here it could also have a pause or a pullback, which can be used to get into a short trade for this. But there are many stocks which have good trade setups rather than index if you are a newcomer or relatively new in index trading. So maybe you can just still wait for the turn to happen. So the trend is up, but prices are very, very overextended. So you need to wait for pullbacks to go long or get some confirmations to go short. A quick look at Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty is much more weaker as compared to Nifty. On the monthly chart, again, there's still no supply zone, and that's the area of demand zone. That's the area of demand zone. If we pull back, if we start pulling back and go below, let's say 50,000, then probably 48,000 would be on the cards if the momentum picks up. On the weekly chart, again, no supply. We just have this rally based on kind of formation. The next demand zone is still at this point. Though this is an area from where we had a rally, it got tested. So smaller time frame demands on, let's say, on the daily will be more crucial here rather than the weekly, because weekly the demand starts at 47,500, just like Bank Nifty. Now on the daily chart, that's an interesting picture. This is the area from where prices broke down. That's a pro gap that we had. Prices broke down, and we came back here, and we had a very strong rally on Friday from the lows. And today it went up, hit that supply, and again started coming back. So tomorrow's price action could be easy, could be very, very crucial in understanding what Bank Nifty is likely to do. So, but nevertheless, this is going to be a range about 50 to 200, 250, 400, based on the daily chart, and that could be an interesting demand zone for target of short if we start moving down around 50,000. On a 75-minute chart, that's the area of supply, which is again a part of this supply. So I will still consider the original supply. And right now we are in a sort of RBR, but it's not showing good bounces. The next area of demand zone on Bank Nifty is here, which has been tested a little deep. And if we start moving down, good chance we could slip below this demand area. So avoid going long here without a confirmation. And if we get a pullback somewhere here close to 52,000, you can look at some shorts for a nice target of 5,300 to for as first and around 49,750. But the index looks a little, the Bank Nifty index looks a little bit weak as compared to Nifty. And with most of the results done, we could see a direction and a trend being established here. India VIX. India VIX is more or less sideways, but showing bullishness, could rise up. And if it starts going beyond 13.9, we could see it move towards 15.9, which could have a bigger impact on the indices. So India VIX is okay. There's no change.